After bouncing back against Club America with a 3-0 victory last time out, Chelsea have the chance to build upon that success with a match against fellow Premier League side and current English champions, Manchester City. Lads, lasses and the rest of the masses, welcome back to the lead-in. Let's go. Let's firstly set the scene. It's Chelsea vs City, a prelude to the game that we will be playing on the opening day of the season, and a real test to see how far we've come under Enzo Maresca. Fitness has been a big topic of discussion recently, and we should be at a similar level as City, with them playing 3 games in pre-season so far as well as us, losing all 3 though, a 4-3 loss to Celtic, a 3-2 loss to AC Milan, and a loss on penalties versus FC Barcelona after drawing 2-2. Let's not get it twisted though, these are tough teams that they have faced, and without a lot of their regular first team players. That being said, let's take a look at the possible lineup for the City team, and see what we will be up against. Firstly, let's talk about those absentees. The Citizens are without all of Kyle Walker, John Stones, Rodri, Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and Julian Alvarez, with them all away after international commitments over the summer. I'll be putting Pep Guardiola's side into the same 4-2-3-1 formation they used versus Barcelona in their last game, with the side remaining unchanged from that game as they bring up their fitness. First up in goal though is going to be a player that we still don't know will even be at City come the season, Brazilian Edson Moraes. The defence is started on the right, where the first fullback will be talented youngster Rico Lewis. The centre-back partnership is an odd one, as Calvin Phillips has been playing in a new role here, and he partners Croat Josko Gvardiol. Finishing off the defensive line will be another youngster in Josh Wilson-Esbrand. Moving into the midfield, we'll start with the 2 deeper midfielders. On the right side, I'd expect to see another youngster who's been impressing, Nico O'Reilly, who scored last time out. To the left of him will be another who impressed versus Barca, ex-Chelsea man Mateo Kovacic. Ahead of them in the attacking roles, let's start on the right once more. Inarguably the best player so far for City in this pre-season tour, it's going to be young Norwegian star Oscar Bob. In the central position we should expect to see ex-Sheffield United loanee James McAtee, and finally on the left, goal scorer last time out Jack Grealish will continue. Finally, up top in the striker position will be everyone's favourite cyborg, Erling Haaland, to lead the line. That's just a brief look at what their team could look like. I don't expect much change in the starting 11, but changes in the second half could be plentiful. Now let's turn our attention to Chelsea and see what our lineup for this game could be. We are still without core players, just like City, but returns to the side for some injured players last time out will mean we have a few more options in this game. I'll be putting Enzo Maresca's Chelsea team in the 4-3-3/3-4-3 hybrid formation once again. I won't be changing the starting 11 much from what we played versus Club America, with us aiming for a competitive game versus City. Starting with the goalkeeper, I'm going to be putting in Philip Jurgensen. I think both goalkeepers were great last time out, but the Dane needs some more match fitness, so I'd expect him to rotate in. For the back 4, this is going to stay the exact same as last time. Reece James captains the side at right back once more, and Tosin Adarabioyo is staying in the defence alongside Benoit Badiashile, who had a much improved game in the previous match. Finishing off the defence, as it worked so well in that 3-0 victory, I'm going to be playing Malo Gusto in at left back again. Moving into the midfield, we'll start with a holding role, and it's going to be Romeo Lavia once again, likely eager to impress against his former employers. Next to him, I'm going to be putting in Christopher Nkunku, who's scored 3 and 3 so far, on the right, with Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall starting on the left, looking to continue to improve his fitness. Ahead of them in the attacking roles, let's start on the right. Noni Madueke keeps his place, a very decent performance from him last time out, so let's hope that continues. Over on the left, I'm going to be sticking with Raheem Sterling, though he could be rotated for Misha Mudryk in truth. Up top will once again be Mark Guiu, and I think City will be sick to death of La Masia graduates after last match, and with him scoring for us last time out, let's hope he can add to City's woes. Now, I don't think we'll see as many changes at halftime as we have been seeing, so I'm not going to name a second starting 11, but I will go through some substitutes I'd like to see throughout the game once again. I'd expect whichever goalkeeper starts will be rotated out at some point, so as I've started Jurgensen, I'd imagine Sanchez gets on the pitch too. Next, I think that Wes Fofana and Renato Vega should be rotated into the defence, with Levi Colwill hopefully able to make an appearance too, though I doubt that due to the small injury he sustained in training. Speaking of injuries, Axel Disasi I hope will be fit enough to get some involvement here as well. In the middle, we should see Carney Chukwuemeka and Leslie Ugochukwu come in, but not Brazilian Andre Santos, who's just headed back off on loan to sister club RC Strasbourg once again. Hopefully he can get a full season behind him this season. I was surprised to see Enzo Fernandez come off of the bench versus Club America, but I'd expect him to do the same here, and hopefully we get to see Moises Caicedo for the first time, who's still been oddly missing. As for attacking subs, Misha Mudryk and Angelo are the obvious ones, but again, I'd like to see Tyreek George if possible too. Nicholas Jackson is back in training after his injury, so hopefully we get to see him sub in at striker or left wing, and get his first minutes in pre-season. Apart from that, I think this is a solid team and should be enough to get a result here, even though the opposition we face are a much tougher prospect than the fixture just gone. So those are my lineups, and I'd love to hear from you guys too, so for today's comment question of the day, answer me this. Simple one today, give me your score prediction for this match and goal scorers. Let me know in the comments down below with QOTD at the start as always, and I'll heart my favourite answers. Now let's take a look at how Chelsea can navigate this game tactically and see how we can beat Man City in this game. Okay, so here we have the predicted 11 that I put out, and I want to kind of first touch on the change in the system with, obviously we've kind of spoken about this numerous occasions, how James has been inverting and we move into the 3-4-3, and this was slightly different in the last game that we played, and I feel like we will probably do the same thing here, and that's instead of James inverting, obviously Gusto would invert, and Lavia would come over to this right hand side instead. We play Badiashile on the left hand side, Tosin in the middle, and James as this right centre back. And I kind of wanted to touch on why I think that this made us play better. And it's not because of James, genuinely. And a lot of people have kind of been talking about this. Obviously, I spoke about this with Daniel on the podcast recently. I genuinely believe that when James plays in right centre-back, it is such a bad decision. It's very similar to him playing in this inverted role where it limits his creativity. And obviously he can get up the pitch at times, but from here he's not the best creator from this position. Obviously he's much more defensively solid on this right-hand side than, say, Wesley Fofana, so we'll obviously see that, or he's much better at 1v1 defending as of right now. But that's not the reason why I think this was successful, and I think the main reason was actually because of what it does to the other two centre-backs. Now, obviously Badiashile is much better, we've seen this, at defending on this left-hand side, and Tosin, in my opinion, is much better playing as a central centre-back than he is out here, where he can get isolated against tricky wingers, and he doesn't really have the pace to keep up with them. He's better at being in the centre, and not only because of his passing being much superior from the central position, because he can distribute it so well to whoever he needs to, but also just because he is a better defender in these positions, and he can be aggressive and step up and still have the cover behind him. But not only that, but it's obviously we need to talk about Gusto in this central position and what he brings to the midfield. Now, it's not only just because he is a great defender, we know he's a great defender, it's not only the fact that his first touch and his first quick 1-2 touch passing is very, very good, and his ability to link up with Lavia in the centre, especially when we're under pressure, is actually much better than I think a lot of people give him credit for. I do like the fact that because he is a right footer on this side, he can play it to Madueke and to Nkunku on the side, who obviously these two have been our most productive players as of right now in pre-season so far, and being able to get it out to those two on a regular basis, because he's going to be naturally on his right foot and want to play to this side of the pitch, I think kind of benefits us. Obviously, when we are defending against a team that is in possession, like Club America did have quite a lot of possession in that game, they actually had more than us with 51. Obviously, when we go into the back four again, Gusto is more than capable of playing on this left-hand side as a fullback, because he's been doing that for a very long time. Admittedly, obviously, he's been doing it on the right side, but he can do it on the left side too. Despite my kind of reluctance to play a right footer on the side, he's definitely capable of defending from this position. It's more so I get a bit concerned about him attacking from this position, because obviously when he's up higher in the pitch, the ball into the box will be on his weaker foot, but that's not relevant for this system really, as mainly he's going to be doing the defending when he's in this position rather than attacking. Obviously when we are attacking, he'll be more in the central areas where he can actually get the ball on his right foot and dictate play from there. Now, I wanted to go and touch on how we can beat City, or how we can attempt to beat City anyway, because they play a very similar system to us, and obviously Maresca and Pep Guardiola come from the same school of thought when it comes to systems with possession and systems with positional play and passing. Obviously, we know that Manchester City, even though they play this 4-2-3-1, they don't really set up like that. They will always have, and I'll kind of move this around a little bit once I put more players in here. If we put the other players in, we have the two in midfield here. Now, they do a similar thing to us where, just dependent on who is playing in the back line, one of the players from the back line, whether that be an inverted fullback or a centre back, will come into the midfield and do the same thing that we do with the box midfield. Now that leaves them with the three at the back, and I'm going to take the players back out here just for demonstration's sake. When they have the three at the back, with one of the players inverting into the midfield, they have a very, very high line, like we saw against against Celtic, and obviously against Celtic we got exploited really, really badly. Now what we've kind of seen from City so far in pre-season is the fact that they have been very, very poor at defending from wide areas so far, and part of that is down to the inexperience of the players that they have in those wide areas. They have two youth players playing on either side. But even just when we have, I think it's been Gvardiol has been the main one who's kind of been inverting into midfield from the left-hand side, even though he has sometimes played as a left centre-back at times. He's been the main one, which is a bit weird because Calvin Phillips, you'd think, is the more regular midfielder that would kind of invert, but he hasn't been doing that from what I've seen anyway. When they have the lesser number back with the inversion or whatever, they have been really, really exposed in these wide areas simply because the players go narrow to try and cover the space in the midfield, and then our wide players and the wide players of other teams like Milan, for example, like Barcelona, for example, are able to attack these areas with much more ease. So what do we have to do in order to win here? I think it's pretty simple, honestly, which sounds silly because we're fighting against Manchester City, who are one of the best teams in the world, but from what we've seen from them playing so far in pre-season, the one thing that has undone them is when their players and their fullbacks get isolated 1v1 against wingers, and obviously they haven't dealt with the wide areas very well, and if the wingers that we have, like Madueke for example, can beat their man and get into these situations, they've also shown that they have not been the greatest at defending crosses into the box or cutbacks so far as well. Obviously Calvin Phillips being this main centre-back has been a bit hit or miss. I think he was a lot more improved in the Barca game, admittedly, but he has been a bit shaky at times. And in general, just their defending has been a lot slower than we'd kind of usually expect from Man City. They're usually quite proactive, quite willing to get into the positions, willing to put their bodies on the line, but so far what we've seen is that maybe this is a lack of fitness because we're in pre-season, but they haven't shown that same kind of desire to get out to players that are out in wide positions and close them down and stop the crosses from getting into the box, but also just when the ball gets played into the box from these wide areas, that the defending of the ball in the boxes just hasn't been good enough, and also player defending when wingers go inside as well. They haven't really been tracking those as well. We saw a lot of kind of situations where, and Madueke is probably going to have quite a lot of situations like this because he loves to drift inside from this right hand side, where the players would drive in from their wide areas and they just would never get tracked, and they would be allowed to play the passes and go into the box, or allowed to take shots from outside the box into the far corner. And it's something that we kind of, this system that we play kind of thrives on, is the ability to get these 1v1s out wide, and if we are able to do this, I think we'll actually have quite a lot of success, because obviously their left back especially, and obviously we play a lot down the right hand side as I kind of touched on, their left back especially is not the most experienced, and even though he has clearly got promise, he has not been playing as well, and he has been a bit inexperienced at defending the wing play. Likewise, Rico Lewis on the right hand side, even though he is a Premier League level player, we've seen it already, he's not the most experienced too, and in some situations he was getting beaten too, or were just caught too high up the pitch, because he has been the one that's kind of been tasked with getting a bit higher up the pitch from what I've seen. So that's definitely an area that we can try and exploit. The other thing I wanted to mention is that obviously City are going to be a team that tries to keep possession. Obviously we are doing that at the same time, but with the way that City play and them having a lot more quality players on the ball, we are probably going to have to be sitting back quite a lot and absorbing the pressure that they put onto us. And if we kind of put them back into this kind of three at the back system here, let's get rid of this player. When they are high up the pitch like this and they are putting on the pressure, we really need to be able to do what we did against Club America, because again, Club America had a lot of possession and we managed to play out from the back and play out from pressure very, very well, and not only play out from the back in the first third, but get through the middle third and then into the final third as well. Obviously we saw that very, very good move down the right hand side with Madueke and Nkunku, Lavia and James linking up, and I think that that is kind of a way that we can kind of break through this City team, is by playing playing into their hand in a way and letting them have the ball, and then when we get the ball back, being able to disrupt their counter press, because we know that again, like us, they like to employ a counter press when they lose the ball. I think that if we can get the ball out onto the right hand side and then play through the pressure, we can create opportunities. Now there is 3 ways, in my opinion, that we have seen that we can do this. The first thing is a thing which I've spoken about multiple times, is this thing which I like to call the drop and pop, which is where the ball is played to a winger that is coming back towards their own goal, and then when the player comes with them to mark them, that we quickly shift it from here with the winger into the inside, and the ball can go forward from there. And that's something we saw Madueke doing quite a lot when he was coming back, and in fact we actually saw Enzo Maresca kind of instructing him to do this, to stay out wide and be able to be receiving the ball in these areas so he can do this. The other way we've kind of seen this is with the fullback and Lavia kind of linking up. Obviously James on the side, able to play into Lavia, and when the ball goes out to Lavia, they press him, the ball goes into Nkunku, and then when Nkunku gets the ball, obviously Madueke is already on his bike at this point, and the ball is played through, and that's how we got one of our opportunities in the game against Club America. The third way that we can play through this is actually something that we probably weren't expecting to even ever hear under Enzo Maresca. It's actually long balls from the goalkeeper, because we saw from the Club America game that Jorgensen has a very, very good distribution on him and a very good long pass. Obviously, he almost got a pre-assist for Broja, but obviously Broja wasn't able to put that chance away with just one long ball. And we've actually kind of seen, this is one of the things that we were kind of talking about with Enzo Maresca, is his stubbornness in general last season, but he's already shown in preseason his ability to adapt and to kind of change the way that we play dependent on certain circumstances. Obviously we saw that the system has changed slightly, with James being put into right centre back and Gusto inverting rather than the other way around, but we've also seen a little bit less reliance on short passing from the goalkeeper, and actually the ability to try and play long when we are able to. And that's something which again we can use to unlock, especially if City are going to play this high line, is that if we have runners in behind like Guiu, like Madueke for example, if Jorgensen is on the ball and getting pressured, he can definitely try and hit both of those guys on the counter attack with a long pass. Now, there's one other thing which I wanted to quickly mention where I think that we'll find a lot of success from this game, and it's specifically these inside 10s or 8s, whichever way you want to call it, and their runs into the box. Now, we saw this from KDH quite a lot in the Club America game in the 45 minutes that he was able to play, and it's this type of idea that he obviously knows a lot more than the other players because he's played it for an entire season. We will get there with the other players, but his ability to get into these advanced positions, and not only be in these advanced positions, whether he's underlapping like this or overlapping on the left hand side, being able to get into these positions and play the ball across for goals is very, very useful, and I genuinely think that is where we will get our goal from. It's from one of these late runs, because obviously when they play in this 4 at the back, with the 2 players here, he's always going to be one of the spare men when the ball is out with, for example, Guiu. If Guiu is here, he can pop it into KDH making a run. If the ball goes out to Sterling, we obviously see this kind of 2v1 happening in this scenario where he can get into here. If the ball can get into him, obviously we get this free ball across the box, and whether Guiu or it's Nkunku getting on the end of things, or Madueke who's wrapping around the other side, this is another way that we kind of create opportunities. And obviously we've seen that Nkunku can do the same thing on the other side. I don't think he does it as well, because I feel like he's a bit more of a player that likes to be on the ball rather than making off the ball runs. But he can obviously get into the box, and once he's in the box with the ball, we know how deadly he can be and how well he's able to pick out passes, dance around players, or just shoot and score. He's been very, very prolific at that for us, despite the relatively low amount of minutes he's actually played for us, for Chelsea in general. We know that we are going to get chances in this game. Let's be real, all of the games against Manchester City so far have been high scoring affairs, both ways. Defensively, the teams that are playing against City, they have kind of been able to open them up, and offensively they have been opened up themselves, and I think we'll kind of see another situation like that. As for defensively, I did just want to quickly touch on something about defensively. I think massively the player that we really need to kind of deal with is Oscar Bob on this right hand side when he's up here. I think he and Grealish on the other side, admittedly, though I don't think Grealish is as much of an issue because of how good James is at 1v1 defending and how well we've seen him deal with him in the past. Oscar Bob has looked really, really good in this preseason, and I think we absolutely need to double up on him, maybe even triple up on him if KDH wants to be a bit more defensive, because he has just genuinely danced around defenses so far this preseason, and he can easily do the same thing against us. We've seen us be a little bit less sharp, and obviously he can get into these positions. And not only can he shoot himself, he's been very unlucky to not score more in this preseason, I would say. But not only that, but also being able to link up with Erling Haaland, who we know is such a good finisher. If you give him the ball in this 6-yard box, or even in the 18, he is going to score if you give him opportunities. So we kind of need to shut this down before he can get those. Obviously, Haaland is a striker that is more so now, less so when he first signed for City, but more so now he's becoming more of a service striker where he kind of needs the ball into him to start producing. We've seen against us that he can produce things out of nothing, so we kind of need to stop that something from happening. And obviously I think Bob is the main one that's going to kind of make that happen and get into those positions to provide for Haaland. But at the same time, despite me kind of saying that and me wanting us to be defensively responsible, one thing I would like to see from this game is I would like to see City get some shots off on goal, just specifically so we can actually see how good Jurgensen will be at shot stopping. We obviously know how good he is as a distributor and as a passer of the football. We've already seen it, and he's very calm on the ball, very good at short passing, very good at playing out of pressure. We have not really seen him tested as an actual goalkeeper. Now, obviously you don't really want to see your goalkeeper having to work, but we do want to in pre-season just get a little glimpse to see how good he is between the sticks. So hopefully we get to see that, because we didn't really get to see much of that against Club America at all. And yeah, I think this game can kind of go either way, but we are the more informed team results wise, and let's hope that we can translate that into confidence and we can get a win here against a top team. For a score prediction, I'm going to be predicting either a very high scoring or very low scoring game. I'm going for a 1-1 draw, with Keane and Dewsbury Hall setting up Nkunku for a goal. As for our Manchester counterparts, I reckon we'll see Oscar Bob score, continuing to impress. We'll have to wait until the game to see if any of my predictions are correct, and as always, I'll be live streaming immediately after the game with Feeling Blue to review the match, so make sure you come through if you are able. But if you can't wait until then, YouTube reckons you'll enjoy one of these 2 videos on screen in the meantime. Thank you guys so much for watching as ever, and remember, in the rain or in the dry, keep that blue flag flying high. Come on, you Blues.